Well, Daniel, here we go again.
Yeah.
Home Alone 2. You know, I'm just really amazed that you guys can make this one as funny, maybe funnier in some places.
I think it's a better movie in a lot of ways. We were freer to do the comedy full out in this one because there's a language that we can speak. That the audience already knows that we're goofy guys. I mean, in the first one you didn't know if we were going to be scary or not till the end, and when it all kind of exploded. This one we could be funnier because that facade of fear was gone at the beginning, so we had a lot more license to just go nuts from the get-go.
Every time I looked at you on the screen, you had some kind of a different goop smeared all over you.
That's the only way I could perform. Yeah, I started with I had paint and varnish, plaster, birdseed. The makeup was absolutely disgusting. But, it's all in a day's work.
And when you see the paycheck, it's not too bad.
I don't see the paycheck. I don't get that. My wife gets that.
Oh, really?
She's very happy, by the way. She's a very happy person.
No, but really, when you're into that goopy stuff, you're in it for the whole day then, aren't you, pretty much?
Yeah, it makes lunch really disgusting when you've got KY jelly dripping down your, the varnish was not actual varnish. We had caramel-colored, I don't even want to remember it. Yes, but I'm in it for the entire day. It was, there was kind of, there was a certain personal torture involved in it, but when I got to be performing the actual scenes, waiting around is kind of disgusting, but when I'm in there doing it, it's awful fun.
Were you freaked out by the birds?
I wasn't freaked out by the birds. I like each and every challenge, but they laid all the birds on top of us, or at one point, they're all fluttering around us, and I was supposed to sit up and scream, and as I was, in one of the takes, I sat up to scream, and one of them, I licked one of the pigeons, which was salty, as I remember. At least I think I licked a pigeon. I don't know what I was licking, but it was that was gross.
And how long did that scene go on?
A few days.
Really?
It seemed like we were with those pigeons for a while, yeah.
There's something about birds flapping around in my face that I think would really...
Also, because we had birdseed glued to our face, which makes them even more excited about pecking towards your eyeballs, But, I mean, in the first Home Alone, I had a tarantula crawling on my face. That was worse than the birds. Once I got past that tarantula, as a personal growth experience, I figured I could do anything because I had that, this live tarantula crawling around my face.
And they always say it won't hurt you, don't they? Usually.
Well, on Home Alone with that tarantula, they said, I asked them, is that tarantula going to bite me? And they said, I don't think so. And I said, well, can't you take the stinger out? And they said, well, then he'll die. I said, well,
it's him or me.
It's him or me, exactly. But I couldn't, I ended up doing it with the stinger still in the thing. I mean, I didn't really particularly want to kill the tarantula, but I was expendable, I guess.
But it did not sting?
No.
Yeah, okay.
No.
But you look very healthy, Daniel.
I'm quite chipper.
I want to talk with you about this film you're going to direct. What is it?
I'm actually in the midst of directing it. This is my day off. It's called Rookie of the Year, and it's a movie about a kid who, a 12-year-old boy who breaks his arm, and his arm heals in a peculiar way where he can throw a baseball 100 miles an hour, 100 and, well, I don't know, whatever the speed gun says when I cut it in, over 100 miles an hour. And so the Cubs recruit him. So as a 12-year-old, he gets to play in the major leagues, and But I can't tell. Well, at the end, he kind of loses his arm, and then the rest.
Who are the stars?
Gary Busey's in it. He plays a 12-year-old kid. It's an amazing performance.
If anybody could do it, Gary could.
No, Gary plays the old veteran pitcher. There's a kid, Thomas Nicholas, who I've not seen in anything. He plays the main character, Henry, and John Candy's doing a part in it, and I'm playing a part in it. Eddie Bracken's in it, and just the best actors I could find.
How long have you been wanting to direct?
I had been wanting to direct for years. Now I don't ever want to direct again. No, I don't know. I've been directing the Wonder Years shows for a couple of years, and if you're in the movies enough, it's a really good job, or it looks like it from the outside, and it's just another challenge to. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't ask me why.
But you're doing it.
Yes, and enjoying it very much.
Daniel, it's always fun to see you and to talk with you.
You
and
too.
Congratulations to all of you for Home Alone 2, which I think will be as big a hit, maybe bigger than the first one.
Well, thanks.
I could only
appreciate it.
hope that for you.
I appreciate it. Thanks.